husband has fired 3 live rounds into the wall.
Jackie, I like those shoes.
Thanks.
They look like Feitelbergs.
Are they Del Toro?
borrow them for
they're
John?
nice. Yeah.
They look nice.
These are the ones that
Probably the
Reef
same
sent
size, too.
me. Shut up. Wait.
Shut
up. My socks are also don't look at my socks. I didn't have any.
I actually
socks.
like the socks.
Really?
Yeah.
They're just like stars.
I bought these, and
Yeah, those look like those are unique, too.
I walked out, ripped the tag off right away like an animal, took one look in the mirror, I was like, I hate these. And then I went back in, they're like, you ripped the tag off? I was like, why the fuck would I buy yellow sneakers?
I like the
They
most,
go
like,
with
Why are you
nothing.
wearing them if you hate them?
What's up?
Why are you wearing them if you hate them?
Because I gotta get some use out of it. I can't wear them.
No, I like them,
Ground
but
for the
they're
next
the
couple
most
weeks.
European shoes you
They
can
are.
get.
They are
so
very,
European.
Yeah.
I was about to say that they're either like European driving shoes or soccer shoes or
Yeah.
wrestling shoes.
They caught my eye in the window. I was like, I need those. I don't
Drunk?
think white people are supposed to wear these. I think that's what it is. I think I'm too white to wear these.
Were you drunk?
A little bit.
Yeah.
It was about four Guinnesses.
London.
Four Guinnesses.
Oh, right, you were in. So these literally are European.
These are
Yeah,
like
okay.
I was
I
in
didn't
London,
realize that
yeah,
you
yeah.
got them over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that trip?
It was awesome. I think London's like my
What were you
favorite.
doing there?
RC Drive was there playing.
You
They
mean
were
AC
doing
Law?
AC Law was
Yeah.
there. We said it about 100 times. They came out as AC Law.
Did you see that clip? It was Bob Fox. RC Drive was on my mom's basement, and the clip, the promo clip was like, people are big fans, like some bigger than others, and it was like Brianna. They were talking about how Brianna loves RC Drive and how much she posts about them, and they were like. And then there's KFC, and I was like, "Whoa, wait! I'm a fan. Like, why was I getting painted as the guy who like is not the fan?" And it's because I called him AC Law.
On
I think AC Law is a great name.
is a
I
great
think
name.
it was like on this. I
was
said
when
to
Bert was
Pavs,
there.
I was like, "What's the name of your friend's band? AC Law." So I guess I like that. I didn't like say it was their name, but I think they should be AC Law.
I love AC Law.
So they were like, you were like shooting them, or you just went over?
I went
for
over
fun?
there. They were doing a UK tour, and I timed up where I could take the weekend off.
We should talk to them. I'm very interested in like. We've talked to comics when things blow up, but I'd like to talk to like music people when you have that moment of like, it's working. We did it. Not like not like you're multi-platinum whatever, but it's like you're not like a garage band anymore.
Yeah,
Like you're. Yeah, or like it's whatever it is. You're gonna have more opportunities. Maybe this band, but maybe next band, something. You know what I mean? Like you've arrived enough that labels and radio and whoever's gonna be taking interest. That's got to be a cool feeling.
Once you're doing European tours,
I think you're gonna be.
Yeah. But it's also like I feel like it's still pretty hard in music. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you can blow up as an influencer, a podcaster, a TikToker, probably more easily than any other medium or any other like thing.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, I guess I also don't know. Like TikTok sounds, they pop, right?
Yeah.
But does that count?
But then you
Like,
come and go pretty fast.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you like. Do you make money off that? Do you get a deal off of that?
Yeah.
Do you like that? Might it's like cool. You went. It's like going viral. Like it's like
Right.
great. My video did.
If you
5
get a
million
TikTok
views, means
song, you
nothing.
could probably play at Sweet 16s for a couple years.
Yeah.
Like, that's guaranteed. But like, it depends.
Then what happens after that?
But I
Yeah.
would also say that like podcasting, for example, we're used to like the platform, like having a like there's. I have friends who start a podcast and they probably get 3 viewers. Like for every podcast that we start here, there's like a bunch that starts here. But like most people, everyone has a podcast and most of them get 3 views.
Dude,
I feel like that's
does
the
everyone have
hardest.
a podcast? Is that still a thing?
I think a lot of people at least give it a whirl. You know.
Yeah.
It's like
I think there's just a very. I think, and I understand why. When you like watch, like if you take us for example, like I don't think what we do is like revolutionary. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't think anybody looks at it and it's like we're like if someone were to watch Out of Order and watch Mascots, like I don't think I can do that. You guys are like acting, you know? I think I could do this with my buddies. You know what I mean? You could, yeah. Anyway, you know what I'm saying.
You can get it done.
This is why. Remember when we talked about how bad you are at promoting? Yeah, the acting's not really good. You might hate it.
Yeah,
Go
if you're
watch
watching
Mascots.
this and you want to make a TV show, you can get it done.
But I think there's a very misguided thought of like, me and my friends could do that, and it's like, and maybe you could, but you don't.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that probably do have a really funny friend dynamic, and if you record twice a week, every week, and you make clips and you post and you you maybe could.
That's what
but everybody falls off. Like very few people keep it up.
I've always said that about like the comments. At least back in the day, used to always be like, they don't deserve this job. I deserve this job. And those used to piss me off to no end because there's nothing keeping anyone from getting this job.
Do it.
Like, if you could do this job, do it. Do it. Like, I'm not even saying you can't. You probably can do it better than me. Go do it.
I mean, the running joke at Barstool is like, you take like a funny picture in the crowd of a game and you get a job.
Yeah.
So it's like, so then what does that say about you, the guy who seemingly wants it, thinks he can do it, and you're like the only asshole in the world who doesn't get hired by Barstool Sports? Look around, like walk into a room, there's probably someone at Barstool, and it's not you, dude. So I never understood that. It's like there's no barriers of entry to any of this anymore. All you need is a phone and an account, and that's it. And so it's like, go ahead, man.
Wasn't that Dave's thing? Always like pretend you work at Barstool before you work at Barstool.
Yeah. I mean, that's this is back during the blog days, but the amount of people who said I can blog, and I said go do it, and they would write like 2 blogs. And then they'd be like, anything? I was like, I don't know. I was like, do this probably like 350 more times, and then
which also isn't even that much,
right? Right. That's what I mean.
As far as like a standard barrier of entry, that isn't the barrier of entry. But if it was, that's also not a lot.
Right, like for comics and shit, it's like do this for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to blog for like a matter of like 6 months, and you can't even do that. Yeah, the like entitlement. I don't know though if that's gotten better or worse. I feel like in some regards, the idea of like everyone has a podcast, it's probably people are even more convinced that they could do it, and but also at some point, it's like we have to accept that these people are like the new A-list celebrities, or you know what I mean?
I actually would
podcasters.
Just the internet, you know what I mean? It's like Logan Paul and Jake Paul are like the most influential people like of a demographic of a generation, you know? And in the beginning it was like, oh, these like YouTubers, and now it's like, yeah, they're fucking YouTubers, dude. It's like they're actors, they're singers, it's just the new thing. So I wonder if people are starting to accept it more, or
I think that like stand-up is more low risk now than trying to be like an influencer or something, because like,
what do you mean by low risk?
Like I have a friend who's trying to do stand-up comedy, and he like will do stand-up like every night or whatever. He'll go up, stand up. Is that what you say? But he can't post anything because he has a job. So he's like, if I post something, like, first of all the friends are going to see it. Like, that's embarrassing. They're going to clown me, like, forever. And then my job's going to see it, and I'm going to, like, lose my job, not have any stability. So it's like, but if he stands up, like, there's no risk to that, you know? It's just a thought. Like, I feel like it's like if he just keeps doing that, he has a better chance at, like...
Yeah, but I mean, at some point, you have to, like... You can't just do it hidden forever. You know
yeah,
I mean?
but
I guess you could,
by
but...
the time you, like, your... job discovers your...
I mean, I guess that's sort of kind of what I did. I was like, you know, like nobody knew about Barstool until it was like, okay, this is safe enough that I can have a career doing it.
Yeah.
And I guess I probably could have gotten there. No. So I guess you're right. Like, I don't think I held myself back really, other than like I probably could have made more content with like my face or something. But nobody else was really doing that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I wish I could be making these videos. Nobody else was. So.
The internet was completely faceless.
Oh, the best.
I actually was reading this thing the other day about just like your generation, you guys all like, it was just like, unfortunately for you guys were always scared of cringe. Like,
yeah.
Like we never, you know, because we were pre-internet, that wasn't really something we were scared of, because it was just like, no one's going to find out about this. It's just me and like 2 people. And I actually wonder if that's happening to you, like you used to say it about like, why don't comedians put it on the internet, because then it goes to thousands of people instead of 300 people in the room. And what I've felt doing it is like, I don't care at all. I'm like, 300 people are going to see this. Who gives a shit? Like, I don't mean that as in I'm not trying. I mean, I'm more likely to try, because I'm like, who cares? Like, they're not 300 people. It doesn't really. It's
they
not
walk in, they walk out.
Yeah, it's not gonna like. I might as well fucking try up here.
Yeah.
And I wonder if he feels that same thing, and that's why he's like, I don't even put it online. Like, I can really try up here without putting it online, and then figure it out from there.
Yeah, my therapist asked me, because I was like, I just feel like everything I do is so cringe, and she was like, why are you so scared of it? Like,
it's, dude, I feel like if I could like erase one thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's like I was talking to my kids about it the other day about like being embarrassed, being nervous. Like if you can get in anything, internet, jobs, school, performances, whatever, like if you can let go of that, I feel like your life is infinitely better. Infinitely better. And the fact that this generation is probably subjected to that more so than anybody,
right,
like really sucks for them.
Like I don't know about you, but now that you've been at Barstool, at least you're always thinking like, so many people are going to see this and comment on this and blah, blah, blah. And when you're in a room, you're like, literally no one else except the people right here are going to see this.
Yeah.
So, like, might as well be a little fucking weird. Might as well try this thing I'm scared of trying.
Yeah,
it's not going to be that big a deal.
The fact that it discourages, like, taking a shot, taking a risk, giving it a try, trying to do something funny, creative, sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like what life's all about.
But you know you're not showing it to the world. Everything you put on the internet, at least in your head, you're like, I'm showing this to the world.
Yeah.
Because like,
but then you should
best
almost
case scenario, it goes viral, everyone sees it, like this is for everybody. But when you're doing something in a room, you're like, this is just for the people in this room.
I almost think that when you put it out for the world, you need to switch your mindset to like, well, once that many people see it, there's going to be somebody who hates it, somebody thinks it's cringe. You know what I mean? It's like there's. I just hate that, and I mean I do it myself too. But it's like that is like the death of like all sorts of creativity and attempts and everything.
I was talking about this,
especially here, by the way.
That's what I mean.
You know, this is nobody anywhere is gonna really foster and be like, hold your hand and be like, hey, it's okay if this flops or whatever. But around here, it's like. If your shit is not going to be viral, funny, accepted by everybody, blah, 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 like, I don't want to do it, you know?
But we all know that. We keep doing it.
We all know.
We all know how much that affects us, and we don't make changes.
It's a hard thing to change. It's a hard thing to change. I mean, it's like, you know, it's telling somebody to like get over their fear of talking in public is not easy. You know what I mean? It's kind of just a bigger version of that. I mean, I feel like we do a good job of trying things. Like, I mean, I almost think to a point that it's a knock that we like start stuff and stop stuff, and we've had losses, but it's like I think you got to try and find your way. You know. But then it gets viewed as an L or a failure or a cancel or whatever.
But like it only gets viewed as that if you read someone calling it that.
Yes.
Like if you just tried and you're like, I tried that, didn't really work.
Right.
Then who fucking cares?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And I mean, like when I was doing the TV stuff recently, and then I realized that if you're negative about television, like it doesn't work, and I was like, I can't do that then. Yeah. I can't. You know what I mean? Like that's just it for me. But if you know, you look at it as just like. Well, you only did it for a couple of weeks and you stopped, and somebody says it's a failure, then that's in your, you know, it's in your mind. Once you get to I think what's very weird and unique about Barstool is you get the audience of like a monster personality, and almost everybody here is still just like an amateur, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just like like usually I think by the time you've amassed an audience of this size, you've grown, you maybe have a team, you have publicist, all this shit. This is like, boom, here you go, day one. Like 50,000 people minimum are going to see this, everything you do. Like and they're going to watch all of your, you know, stumbles, all of your failures, all of your everything. That's a weird dynamic.
It's a weird dynamic, but it's like getting dressed in the morning in a different outfit, and you're like trying something new, and you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, never mind, this isn't for me. And then, but if you didn't, I don't know if it's a perfect analogy. So if you stopped after the mirror, all you would know is like, I tried something new and it didn't really work, but like I at least had that idea. If you walk outside and
someone goes, oh, the fuck are those yellow shoes?
And that's what walking outside, like you're like, I tried. I'm glad I put myself out there a little bit, but you know what? Even I know that's really not my thing.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, it's also like gonna be like everything's gonna be confirmation bias. Where like if you walk outside and you think I look good as hell, and then you get 20, like no you don't, but then you get 1, like you look really good. You're gonna cling on to that 1 versus
no, I disagree.
I think you'll try.
Well,
I think most people, you know,
I
like,
think if you're truly secure in like
What
you're
you
like, I
did or
know
what
I
you
look
look
like.
like,
Like
whatever,
you do that all the time. Where like you'll try stuff. No.
No, but you're
You're
usually
like an asshole all the time.
but you are good at being like if someone
like,
if
no,
someone's
this is
like you,
fashionable.
yes, it's like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's
But
not,
that's
but
because
even I don't know
you-
what I'm talking about. I just like it.
Yeah, but you do know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about too.
But if you know this
like
much more than the
you were
average
just
person,
saying, like I know at an amateur level.
sure, but it's in this world knowing like this much more than someone else makes you like an expert.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
bar is very low. Like there are, I don't know if there's anything that I'm really like pretty supremely confident in, other than like the internet itself, just like how the internet works.
Yeah.
If someone were to like say I was wrong or whatever, I'm like no, I know how this works.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other genres or topics or something that I'm that confident in. But when like I'm right, you're wrong. The whole room could be wrong. There could be 20,000 people saying that. If I know that they're wrong, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
that's
like,
pretty rare. You have to really be confident in your.
I just know. Again, I just know I like.
You
it.
like it, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
You
like, I don't
are
know.
crazy. Like you just have like you just have confidence. I'm realizing, and I kind of had another realization on Fishbowl yesterday. Like I have a mindset where I don't like doing workout classes with people because if the friend like drops early like a plank or they can't do something, I'll drop too because I don't. Or like if I'm wakeboarding, I always try and like.
How often do you wakeboard?
Are you a wakeboarder?
I've wakeboarded 3 times.
Wakeboarding is when you're like on your knees on the back.
No, it's on like your. I was just talking about this like yesterday because I wakeboard this weekend. It's like when it's like the wakeboard. Then
It's like surfing on a boat.
Yeah.
Okay, but you do stand up?
You do stand
Okay.
up.
you stand up, but then I always, if I go longer than the person who went before me, I drop because like I feel like people are gonna be mad at me if I do better than them. Like,
Girl,
yeah.
yo, you gotta go to therapy. So you're just intentionally chopping yourself down at things. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But there's also you're like I could have done it.
Yeah, you're like, I could have done it, but like
I'd be
it
surfing back
makes-
there and be like, I'm dropping on purpose.
Yeah.
You didn't beat me.
No, but I always want the person to think that I'm like, oh my god, you're so
Well, that's
good.
because you're a
just
good
being
friend and a nice person.
Yeah,
But
that's
but-
hard.
I mean, that like wakeboarding, who gives a fuck about? But like, if you start to do that like at work or like in a relationship or something where it's like you're really shortchanging your own life, that's not good.
I seriously like always like feel like people are gonna be mad at me if I have any kind of like success.
But okay, and I'm kind of the same way as you. But I have a better time when everyone else is having fun, and that helps everyone else.
I know,
I know,
but
but I
fuck
can't-
those people. I need to like sacrifice myself for your.
But dude, what if Jackie was the kind of person who like just crushes the wakeboard and is awesome at it, and then gets on a boat afterwards?
I feel like I built it up.
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
that
dude!
fucking
You guys all
wakeboarding gangster.
fucking suck at this. It's better to be like, look, I had fun, but like we don't need to make a whole thing out of this.
Yeah, I liken it to like I think I used to love how Larry Fitzgerald would always just hand the football to the refs, right?
Yeah.
But he still scored the fucking touchdown. He wouldn't, take a knee at the 1 yard line and be like, I don't want to score because my teammate's there. Gotta still make sure you do your thing.
I was in soccer. I would have feel like the days that I did good, my teammates would be mad at me, and the days that I did bad, my
you
teammates
got
would love
issues.
me. So then I would intentionally, like when I was having like a bad day, I would be like, fuck yeah. Like,
Oh my god,
so
this is so warped. This
have
is
the best
so
lunch.
warped.
yeah,
This is not good, Jack.
but
This is not good.
so I gotta undo that. So
Yeah, yeah, you really do.
I also so when people, this is another thing that I was realizing, like when people are using AI as like therapy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like those people obviously have never had somebody go through their phone before. Like, the thought of me typing my thoughts and feelings in a spot where like that can be easily
Trace
accessed
back, yeah.
to somebody, I'm not gonna do that. Oh my god, I'm not gonna do that.
But you do Notes app though.
I would never put
You
my
do-
thoughts and feelings. The only thing is like I would never put my thoughts
I'm
and
in a
feelings
simulation,
anywhere.
but she's not
Yeah.
gonna be like, you're my deep.
That
thoughts. But I get the other side of it, where like I'm almost the other way. Like I don't want to. I will lie right to a therapist's face. I'm like, I can't tell you this. I can't admit that. So I get the use. I see both sides of that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a good tool. Like people
Yeah, I mean, again, it's deeply rooted in like paranoia and insecurity. Like, what if someone steals my phone and goes through it
Yeah.
and sees that I'm talking to my therapist about how good of a wakeboarder I am? What do I do then?
Valid
I feel like you're really
fears.
built it up. I
I mean, I gotta watch Jackie wakeboard now. Imagine Jackie's just like carving it up.
I wakeboarded 3 times.
X-Chair provides the level and comfort and support that moves with you. They have the dynamic variable lumbar support. Listen, as a guy with back troubles, I've had 2 surgeries on my L4, L5. The lumbar is like the most important thing in your body. And you're going to be sitting all day, whether you're sitting at work, you're sitting in front of a computer, you're gaming, you're streaming, whatever it is, when you're sitting in a chair that's uncomfortable, your lumbar's messed up, your body's going to fall to absolute shambles. So use the dynamic variable lumbar support, the DVL support system that adjusts automatically to you and your back. They have the SciFloat Infinite Recline that allows for smooth movement as you lean back. These are chairs that basically go like zero gravity. So you can sit upright and do your work, and then when you want to take a little break, you kick back, you're like horizontal. It's all very comfortable. It's all ergonomic. It's all high quality. And it's an investment. Think of it as an investment to make sure that your body is feeling good when you need to be performing your best. Like I said, if you're at work, you need to make sure if you're not comfortable, you're not going to do well. If you're gaming, if you're streaming, you want to be performing at your best, you need an X-Chair to make that happen. Most importantly, right now, you can get 10% off at xchair.com with code KFC10. That's xchair.com, promo code KFC10 for 10% off any of the chairs at X-Chair.
This is kind of off topic, but I saw this thing the other day that I actually forgot about it and I just found it. Is this the funniest thing you'll ever hear in your life? It's a Reddit post, just on Am I Overreacting? Am I overreacting? My husband has become obsessed with guns. He had 3 negligent discharges in our home. He shot himself twice, and last night discharged another round in our home. I want the guns out of our house. I don't feel safe. He
am
refuses.
I overreacting? And it's like, am I overreacting?
Because my husband has fired 3 live rounds into the wall.
And hit himself
he's just
twice.
He's just like, I'm not getting rid of him, so quit asking. He's been to the hospital twice with bullet wounds. He's like, you want to live without one of these in the house? We're going to get
you
killed.
nuts? That is crazy. I feel like that's a lot of the gun owners. Like most gun owners don't have, what do you call it, incidental discharges or whatever. But if they did, they would all be like, that's okay, I'm keeping my guns. There's very few of them that would be like, yeah, okay, take it away.
It's horrible.
Talk about deep issues. To think that you're the one overreacting, when there's just gunshots in your house at all times.
There's Wile E. Coyotes in the house. Just fucking fire.
Holes. You walk in, you see holes in the ceiling, plasters everywhere, broken televisions. What happened? Well, Steve was firing up his guns yesterday.
I can just see her hearing another one. Being like, all right, we gotta have a talk. I gotta bring this to his attention that we're not supposed to be firing bullets around the house.
He's obviously like, why would that be weird?
That guy did not even consider.
Get rid of the guns.
How am I supposed to protect myself from these bullets? Clearly, we live in a dangerous spot.
Having that conversation, flailing the gun around.
What's it about?
It's like, what's his face?
It's like Frank.
He's making a sandwich, can't find his gun. He realizes he put it in the sandwich.
In the fridge.
Good old Reddit. Between the turkey again.
That's that. The Reddit world is, that's the confirmation bias you're talking about, where you're just like, I'm looking for somebody out there. I'm sure there's another Reddit post being like, I did shoot my gun off 3 or 4 times, but I don't need to get rid of my guns, right? And the top comment says, hell yeah, brother, keep your gun. He's like, good. The internet says so.
Yeah, is the new Am I the Asshole post? My wife's being a real bitch. We gotta redecorate the kids' room again because bullets keep going through the floor.
This was kind of goes to my point a little bit. We need to start gaslighting with guns if we want any kind of gun control. Like if we just said, yeah, all gay people have guns.
Yeah. If you made it lame,
just that guy, pew, 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 pew.
Oh, look at your cute little 9mm.
Yeah. I think I've said that with the Star Wars world. The reason I don't like Star Wars is I just can't deal with the noises. I can't take them seriously.
Yeah.
Like when I think I put on that Andor because people said that was like Star Wars for adults and
Yeah,
whatever.
a little gritty and dark and all
Yeah,
that.
and I put it on, and in the first episode, there's like a shootout in an alley, but it's pew 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 pew. And I was like, this is so dumb. But if you made guns make pew pew noises,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little like
that, like-
girly horns noises.
It has like a speakerphone or a microphone in it. Yeah.
you're in a mass shooting. You're like, is this revenge of the? Pew pew.
And they should all have to be like a little bit bedazzled.
Yeah, you get a big pink gun. It looks like a dick. The handle is like a penis.
And the
Make it as
bigger it is,
phallic.
the more bedazzling has to go on it.
My main argument, my main pro gun control argument, better television. I think I've said it before and I stand by it. The BBC has way better cop shows than
Because they don't just have guns.
They can't just kick in the door and shoot everyone.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
They got their little taser, their little yellow gun taser thingy.
They're out there in their high vis, like I don't know what to do. We ran.
Do you think that we should pepper spray each other for views?
No, I do not think that. I think we should pepper spray you for views. That would be great. Are you
I
down to do that?
I just think that I don't know. I'm sure it's very popular. I feel like the time on the internet of hurting ourselves intentionally. Is that still popular?
I think that'll play forever.
I
From
think
America's
that would
Funniest Home
always go
Videos
on
to
social media.
Jackass to.
I remember that was Smitty. Smitty was just like, I'll get hurt today.
I'll
It's like,
fall
tase
over.
me, mace
Yeah.
me.
I also thought, and like I guess this is gonna ruin it, but for some reason I was having thought like it would be good if we pretended like one of you had a doppelganger, and then we
That's
like
good,
you
good
met.
pretending.
What? Yeah. Then you. Oh
So,
yeah, yeah. That's
so
true,
Feitelberg
yeah.
has a doppelganger.
No, maybe like we're like yeah, that's right. But we say like we found like an exact lookalike. Then we just AI you. And like I just feel like that video would do well. Like when we didn't tell anybody. This was kind of like a dream, like more than I had, but-
So
I
wait,
kind
so
of-
let's unpack this a little
Wait,
bit.
you want to create an AI Feitelberg?
No, it's like
Say that he's AI?
we just or not AI. We just like edit it so that we're like we have you like in we'll be like oh we're gonna meet up with this doppelganger and we like go to this restaurant and you're like oh what dude and then he's like what dude like I saw a video kind of similar to this, and I was like we should do that. But and then we just edit it so that it's like I feel like you guys aren't like really seeing my vision.
I'm not, but I'm
thing.
open
not
to
seeing
it.
the vision.
I'm not seeing the vision.
And
But
So
we
I'm
can't
Feitelberg
do it.
walks in and
Sell me
sees
more.
a Feitelberg, like,
And then
you
you're
cut back
like,
and forth.
holy
It's-
shit, dude, it's the same. And then like you're there being like, this is insane. This is the craziest doppelganger I've ever seen.
These are the things that I think are colossally stupid that probably go viral on the internet.
And then all the viewers are like, oh my god, like he really found like the biggest doppelganger. Like Feitelverse is crazy, you know. And
We have to cut all this because we have to.
We, but we,
I know, right?
there at some point I do have dreams of a Feitel-con. And I want to invite all of the doppelgangers, or at least like 5 of the really good ones. Get that girl from U of I. Get that the condom ad guy.
guy.
There's that one dude who was a college football fan who really looks like you. Get like some of those guys in the door. That would be fun. Feitelcon would be awesome.
I would commit so many crimes during FeitelCon.
One me.
Let's do that. It's like Oceans. We have a
Oceans.
Feitelberg con. We have it at somewhere near a bank. We robbed the bank. Alibi.
Who is it?
Like I was at FeitelCon.
Yeah.
When they say, it's this guy who's like, he's got kind of a big nose, he's 6'2", like, it's like, I don't know. This fucking guy. There's a lineup, like usual suspects lineup. It's like, could be any of them. Your Honor, all of them go to jail. I don't know. All right, now we're cooking. Let's turn this into a heist. I like that.
Except what I learned from jury duty is like you could kind of say anything for an alibi. They don't really have a way of proving it. Like they I feel like in TV shows they make it seem a lot more like that can't happen because blah blah. You could be like, yeah, I was at the store. And
Having an
and
alibi's tough.
But
then I guess I could grab cameras from.
yeah, they'd have ways to check. I think the best.
But
is
when
just-
if you're just like, I was at home, like, you're kind of fucked.
yeah, right.
If you don't have like I was in front of a camera at this point, I think you're screwed.
Yeah.
You know?
Is there like does it work? Like, can I be like I was on my phone? Like, shouldn't that be like you could be able to see?
watch history.
Yeah, you should be like you should be able to see like I was on this website at this time.
Jackie would be going down for a crime, and they'd be like, "We need show us your phone activity." She'd be like, "Nope."
Yeah.
It's like I was typing in all my insecurities. I'll go to jail for life. Sir.
They did. They pulled up like IP addresses,
Really?
Really?
I didn't know they were allowed to do that.
and they were like, "You were on it for 4 minutes, and you pulled this up 3 times." They didn't tell us what the website was. was kind of curious. But yeah. Anyways. I seriously would know how to commit credit card fraud. Oh my god, the magician is still robbing me.
Wait, you're just still letting the magician use your credit card?
Yeah, he's just. But now Pottery Barn's also robbing me. It's a whole thing. It's just.
What is the magician buying?
It's just Subway things. But so then I was like, maybe it's my card delayed.
Subway
Like
train.
charges.
Sometimes it comes out.
I know it comes out, but I use my credit card. I don't use my debit card for it. So I don't know why I'm getting debit card charges. Unless and the only person I have my physical debit card, so the only person who be using it is the magician.
When I get fraudulent charges, if it's not a big enough amount of money, I just let it go.
Same.
Because I don't want to deal with like getting a new card and changing my auto pays and all that shit. I'm just like, I don't know. It's got to be like a lot of money for me to go through this process.
Yeah.
I would report a fraud charge if I noticed it. I don't look at anything, but if I looked and saw like when if I get a notification like, was this you? I say no. If it wasn't,
if it's like $29, I'm like, yep. No,
really?
I mean, when it's like,
dude, do you know about credit cards these days? They they just do everything.
American Express was good at that, where it's like the number changes, but you're still good. Anything. Yeah, but
it's only happened once. But they just send me a new card.
They somehow just let it. I'm pretty on board for like at some point when they like can insert a chip inside of you that like takes care of it. I'd probably do that.
Now we're doing chips.
No, I mean like if there's some sort of Black Mirror thing where it's like all of your finances are like in your eyeball now, and you don't have to worry about cards and this. You know what I mean? Where that just it streamlines everything. I would probably do that.
I think Amazon does that. I think they put it in your palm, right?
I'm doing it then.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
They're at least
at Whole Foods. I've been paying with my palm for
Really?
a long time.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a chip in it?
No.
Oh, it's just your palm?
It's like fingerprint.
Oh, I've seen that stuff. I assumed it was like you had to get something put in your hand.
What do you?
So
put it
how
up-
is your
up against,
fingerprint
like, the
connected to your
screen?
bank account?
Up against-
Well, it's connected to like I pay with my Amazon account at Whole Foods. So you go up and there's like the card reader and then there's like a screen and it's just like place your palm and you just put your hand and then it pays.
But it's still technically like unlocking your phone with your thumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not
like that.
Yeah, I would have thought that that's like.
I don't even understand.
It can link your palm to your Amazon account. It's like your fingerprint is.
It's like the same thing as
associated
Face
with your
ID, like when you
Amazon
like
Yeah,
double. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
They just do it there.
So you linked your palm at the store?
account. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
It's really
So like if I
easy.
were to chop your hand off,
Oh.
would it be good, or I would still need
You
like
can get
your
as many
phone?
Justin's
Yes,
peanut butter
you could-
cups as you
yeah.
want.
Yeah, they'd probably be like, "Why do you have my silver hand?"
Imagine I just pull out a hand. Did you see the WNBA concluded their investigation?
I did see that. No racism.
No racism.
Nice. We
Good,
beat it.
WNBA figured it out. There's no racism in the world. We're all set. I feel like somebody lied about that. I feel like
I don't know. I don't even know what.
So like
someone said someone called someone the N-word, I imagine.
they didn't really say that. They just said they were making racist remarks and noises, which made
That
me
was
think of like
the Fever crowd, I believe, right?
correct.
Yeah.
I always fuck up her name. Chine Omagume. I should get it right. Hang on.
I just want to say my pit stains are going crazy today.
Well, we gotta get you.
Yeah.
We gotta get you set up with
There's no
Mirror
rush, but
Dry.
I just if anyone's seeing it.
What do you think is the main reasoning behind like a good day and a bad day?
Well, it's just like close to the armpit.
Yeah.
Today.
Why do you keep wearing?
Because then I
shirts like
forget.
that?
Because then I'm not.
Why don't you just
like,
show it and then
nervous.
it's over with? You know what I mean?
No.
Just do it, and
Because
then
like
you can
last
be
time I
like.
did that when I like had to look at it back, I was like it was so much worse than I thought. It was, like,
The last
pretty
one
gross.
was bonkers. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Summertime is here, which means you got to get your summer footwear going, and Reef has got you covered. You already know about the fanning sandal. That is Reef's like signature flip-flop. The iconic flip-flop that has the bottle opener on the bottom, so it's like a party in a flip-flop and a sandal. They made that available as a shoe. So if you're not into the open toes, you don't want the thong sandals, you want to just have a nice quality shoe that's still built for the summertime and built for the beach, the fanning shoe is the newest drop in the legendary fanning lineup. Same party starting technology, still has the bottle opener, but now you got laces and you keep your gross toes hidden. It still has the bottom and the bottle opener, like I said, and it gives you that comfortable summertime energy. I prefer the Neptune. This is the Reef Neptune. Very lightweight, comfortable. You can kind of just slide.
that's
your
the
shoe.
Neptune?
Yep.
That's nice.
And you can kind of just slide it in like that if you want to wear it kind of as like a clog. Nice like suede leather, really comfortable, lightweight, and just kind of looks like a standard shoe. So I'm going to rock these probably all year round, but they're perfect for the summer. So go to reef.com/KFC Radio. And then at checkout, use code KFC Radio 15 and get 15% off your first order over $49 or more. That's reef.com/KFC Radio. And then use promo code KFC Radio 15 for 15% off anything over $49 or more. Okay, so Shanae Ogumake was the analyst who was like talking about this. And she's getting like crucified. She had to put out like an apology video being like, I will do better. But like somebody told her this happened. Yeah. I feel like she got fucked. Probably by Angel Reese, but I don't know. But she was like, in her video, she was like, people very close to the situation told me that this happened, and I felt like I needed to like voice that and like address that issue. And then it just wasn't true. And then people are, and I guess, yes, like as a journalist and an analyst, like, but it's like nobody waits for like a whole investigation to go on and conclude before they talk about it. Right. You're saying this is a thing that is being investigated.
Yeah.
Like that's really all she said. She was not like, as far as I know, if there is another video or something, maybe I'm wrong, but she was not like Indiana Fever fans are racist and they did this and they said this. The clip I saw was like players and coaches told me that like there was an incident and it's now being investigated. I think that's pretty fucking fair.
Yeah.
But then Angel Reese like was asked about this, and she just like was not able to provide details. But she was like, I'm getting a lot of support about this. And they were like, well, what happened? And she was like, that's not for me to say. Like, they're investigating it. That seems like, I don't know. You can't, I don't know. There needs to be, if you were like telling people that this happened and it didn't, there needs to at least be like some acknowledgement of that. You know?
Did she?
Angel Reese?
Yeah.
Shanae's not really like saying. She just said like people close to it. And then the only other person who I think was when Angel Reese was the one being like, I'm getting a lot of support around the league about it. It's kind of like connect those dots, but there's nothing.
But support is just like backup, right? Like people are like, hey, like I got your back.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it just makes me feel like she's the one at the center of it.
Oh,
you know what
I
mean?
see, I see. Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it could have been a different person talking about it, but then why is Angel Reese talking about the support she's getting and all that? And then Shanae said like players and coaches like told me about this, and then they interviewed. It was a press conference with the Chicago Sky coach, and they were like, when did you find out about this? And he was like, I found out about it with everybody else.
Right.
So there was not like we heard it, we saw it. So there's no witnesses that it, like who did it. There's really not even like who was the victim.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just, but then the WNBA tried to do the right thing and investigate it, you know?
Yeah.
And then they concluded nothing happened. So it's like everything followed the right, but it almost became a bigger thing by making it this like investigation, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, crucifying Shanae over it or anybody just saying this is what's occurring, you know what I mean? If you like editorialized it and had your big opinions and were blaming Caitlin Clark or whatever, then that's a different story. But if you're just like, I was told this is happening, there's an investigation going on. And then people are like, nothing came out of that investigation. Like,
yeah,
that's what I said. Right. I mean, now there's another side to it that's interesting though. So the WNBA just rolled out their this season. They have no space for hate campaign, and they're using AI to like scan the internet to find any sort of hate speech. So it kind of becomes like a chicken or the egg thing. People are thinking that if there's enough like tweets and posts and there's a AI Twitter account and a bot and a fake tweet about this happening, and then you have this program to like scan social media to find instances of it, it's like a self-fulfilling thing. You know what I mean? So it could just be that AI like created this.
That's what I heard. It's not from AI. I heard it all stemmed from like fake tweets.
Right.
Like NBA
so
Centels were like saying that. Not that account specifically. But
that was funny. Did you see Jack Mack's video about that?
Yes.
That was great. Did you see that?
The
WNBA is not ready for NBA
yeah.
Centel because they're all just like, you know, they're not used to that sort of like parody accounts and that level of coverage. But like, you know, it's a good thing to try to like, we're going to look through the internet and stop this. But if you can't discern between made up tweets, you know what I mean? Like, are you going to investigate? You could, now that people like might know that, you could get 1 billion, you know, bots, India farms to tweet out Caitlin Clark said XYZ. And they'll investigate that. You know what I mean? That becomes an absolute mess. But and then Dave's somehow at the center of it all. Like Dave needs like a job with the Indiana Fever at this point. Like he needs to be like their head of communications or some shit like that. But what the WNBA, man, it's a shit show. It really is. Like I imagine telling us, you know, however many years ago, that like it's not even, if you told me that like the league one day would develop. All right, fine. But the fact that it's like the drama is what people are really interested in. That's the most shocking part of all to me. I would think people would be like, I don't care about any of this. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, once racism came into it.
Well, so that's the thing. Yeah,
Oh.
it just became.
Once you had
I mean, the WNBA is just like a
Magic
daily
Bird
race
2.0.
war.
Yeah, it's Magic Bird 2.0.
Yeah. And you
If
see-
Magic wasn't very good.
I mean, every league went through this. The WNBA just wasn't around for that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is their time to
This
get
is their time to
scrutinized
go.
and get the, Jason Whitlock said the other day that Anthony Edwards cannot be the face of the league because he's not a family man. And proceeded to then list all the other faces of the league and included Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson. Kobe Bryant.
Technically, they were married.
They do have families. Magic Johnson fucked so many people he got AIDS. Kobe Bryant needed to buy a $4 million ring to make up for his rape case. But,
Dude, I think
Family
back on
man
that
face of the
Kobe
league.
thing, people are like, oh, you'd never be able to make that today. He was flying private back from his rape case to make it home for the playoffs.
crazy.
They had a private jet. They'd be like, Kobe's in Eagle, Colorado, but he'll be here for tip-off. It was nuts.
Dude. And
I
also
didn't
just
know
like,
he was back from the rape case.
Huh?
I didn't know that. They
You
were
know-
back from the rape case. No.
did you not know that it happened at all?
Kind of, but I didn't really like.
See, that's
it
the
was
point.
something
It's
that
kind of like it just goes.
It disappeared before he died. People just kind of stopped
Totally.
caring about
I
it.
did not know he had a rape case.
Yeah, a
At
pretty
all.
bad
They-
one.
they don't
Like, it was a pretty. I haven't gone back to look at it since I was young, but I remember being young and being like, whoa,
Yeah.
that was.
I mean, it wasn't like a, I like kidnapped you in an alley, raped you. It was like a.
it was a simple hotel employee he raped.
Simple.
Standard stuff.
Whatever the fuck I have to say legally. Obviously, he wasn't found guilty.
Yeah. I don't know what
Did
the rules
it
are
end
anymore.
the case before he died? The case ended?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
No,
I mean,
case
this
ended-
is probably like early to mid 2000s.
Yeah, case ended, then he changed his number, and we were all like, okay.
You're good.
Oh,
he,
no.
he legit. He I think he kind of said like, I had sex with this woman, but it was all consensual. So like, he just kind of copped to like cheating. There was some DNA. It's like a he said, she said. For whatever reason, it goes away. He bought his wife a $4 million like 20-carat ring and won a championship, and ends up dying tragically. And now it's all good.
Yeah.
Now it's
And now there
girl
are
dad.
murals everywhere.
Yeah, it's girl dad for life.
The angel wings too.
Yeah. Oh man.
kind of like the Michael Jackson blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're good enough at something, you can do whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you want.
It really
And then
is
he
the
died,
case.
yeah.
It really is the case, man. Oh, Kid Cudi getting labeled as a snitch. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Someone blows up your car and tries to possibly kill you and your girlfriend, and there's a court case and you get subpoenaed and you just have to go up there and tell the case, and now you're a snitch.
He's being labeled by 13-year-old white kids.
I actually don't. Well, probably
You know what
that.
I mean?
But I
who's
do.
on the, Cuddy's a snitch. Cutter's a snitch.
Yeah.
No one who actually uses that terminology is like, that's a snitch.
I don't know. I mean, well, I don't. I almost do think it's more of his culture, to be honest. But you're right. Who knows what's what? But I think I want to say hang on. I want to say that Young Doug called him a snitch. It's like I think you're just mad that you got your own fucking shit. I mean, I guess if Kid Cudi didn't snitch and went through a court, maybe that's the one guy who can say it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are here, but it seems a little fucking crazy that you can't just be like, I don't know, this guy blew up my car. It's like, you fucking snitch. He threw a Molotov cocktail at me. It's a goddamn
And
video
he's also
game.
not a snitch. He's like, I didn't fucking tell anyone. It was 20 years ago.
Yeah, that's the only reason we know is that this is all. So what do I feel like once you run into I have to perjure myself. It's also I feel like if you're snitching on your enemy when you've been subpoenaed. That's okay.
Yeah.
Snitching is when you turn on a friend when you don't really need to and you gain from it. It's
Right.
It's not gaining.
Snitching is
anything.
if you tell, you get no jail time.
That's snitching. Yes. If I were to, me and you commit a crime, we both go down for it. I flip on you and I walk and you go to jail. I'm a snitch.
Yes.
If you try to kill me, and 20 years later, Jackie, you tried to kill Jackie and she subpoenas and I am in there and I just say, yeah, you tried to kill me. That's fucking bullshit.
Speaking of Pavs, we decided we're gonna eat you.
Yeah. Well,
In
also, did you guys talk? What was up with the photos all week?
What was up with you not getting with the photos?
Yeah, how about wait, hang on, this is about to fall. What do you think was going on?
I have no idea. I'm in London. Next thing you know, I start getting sent really ugly photos and funny photos.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
So what would that? Yeah, what would that lead you to think?
I guess you guys are just making fun
We're
of me.
bullying you.
And I was just like at lunch, just like, oh, fuck, another one. God damn it.
Try one day in my shoes.
We did. We gave you the Jackie treatment.
Pat just kept texting like, "What is going on?
Okay, wait a minute.
I think it's because I wasn't in the same country. I didn't know if there was more going on behind the scenes.
Nope.
If it was just simple.
Yeah, I can understand if you're totally disconnected. You're like they're all in a room like plotting.
that's what I thought was going on.
No, it was a very natural
We also
bullying. It
Memorial
was
Day
like you
weekend.
started it, right? I think
yeah.
John sent one, and then I don't know, you sent the next one. I was like, well, I'm joining it anyway. And then from there, it was a nice rotation. It was like every like 6 hours.
They kept getting worse.
Yeah. I mean,
I
if you
feel
don't
like
think I was out there, Googling Mike Pavs, Brockport, Cudi, basketball, I had it all, man. I still got a bunch
There
of
was
the chamber.
ones that I was like genuinely worried about. You guys find it. I was like, I hope they like don't know any
Well,
of my
now,
friends.
now we're gonna up the Google search. Now we're gonna figure that one out.
I got them scraped.
What else we got?
You said you were gonna eat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, did we though?
I think we tossed the idea. We went back and forth through everybody, but I think the ultimate decision was Pavs.
I think I was eating you.
You, yeah.
Like I said, I would
You
bash
were
you in the head with a
hard
rock
one
and
to
eat you.
convince. And I feel like I'm still on the fence, or like you're still on the fence with me.
I mean, if you guys all said to me, if we like had a little powwow and we're like, all right, we got to kill Pavs and eat him, and then I was like, all right, like, and I like pick up a rock and I went over to kill Pavs. And if Pavs just like looked me in the eyes and real quick said, let's just kill Jackie, I would be like, all right. You could flip me so quick.
Would I have that same effect? Well, we also have Una now, so like, where does she rank?
What is the metric on eating? Like to survive or like taste good?
Great question. We thought, okay, so it's partially.
Well, fights would be the hardest to take down.
Oh, you have to take them down? You just said a rock.
because you have to kill.
That's easy.
Yeah,
You gotta kill somebody though. Like you gotta make sure like don't, come at the king, best not miss. Like if you're gonna like hit Feitelberg with a rock, it better be a boulder because otherwise he's gonna fucking kill you afterwards.
Oh shit, you do a good reaction.
Catch everything.
And so we're throwing the rocks at Jackie. I throw the hand, Charlie. We kind of agreed that women would taste better. We don't know that, but
No,
right?
we
That's what
decided
thought?
it's not because it's muscle mass.
Yeah, Jackie turned me on
And
that.
I'm so dainty.
Once you mention lean muscle mass, there's only one fucking.
Also, like breast milk, like is that
Yeah,
in there
that's the best
somewhere?
meat.
Like babies
Yeah.
want that.
Yes.
Well, you gotta have a baby or be pregnant. for
Yeah,
that, though.
exactly. To have breast
Yeah,
milk,
but
so.
It's possible to exist in your body. Like someone
Yeah,
eventually
yeah.
wants to eat something that's coming out of you.
Wait, what?
We're talking breast milk now.
I don't know how to
decide
explain
that
what
you have a hankering for milk.
I'm just saying maybe that's why women maybe would taste better because it's
Yeah.
like
Oh, if we're stranded in a brownie factory, you girls are in trouble.
Yeah, like
Dude, I was at a wedding this weekend and they were serving cake, and I was like, how crazy would it be if I went to the bar and asked for a glass of milk?
Oh, I've done crazy shit like that before.
I didn't end up doing it, but I was like sitting there and I was like, God, a real nice glass of 2% would be unbelievable.
Did you do it? No.
No, I didn't do it.
Let's see. What type of human meat tastes the best? It seems like.
do you think different races taste different?
I was going to say, what if it was just like
Good point.
Malaysians?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking was going to come up.
Just like the
Like,
AI
what the hell? That is not the Google result I was looking for. It just gives you a picture of a single person. Tom in Topeka. It's just some guy.
What else have we got? Oh, dude, that video I showed you of the guy running down the hill, the cheese rolling guy.
yeah.
Did you guys see this?
No.
You know the cheese rolling race every year?
Yeah.
Yes.
They roll it. So if you don't know, in Gloucester, England, they roll a 3-pound wheel of cheese down this hill called Cooper's Hill. It's like a 200-yard hill straight down, and everyone runs as fast as they can, and everyone busts their shit. That guy That was not the race. He just like did it. They had already done the cheese. That guy who won had already won. And then they were just like, anybody who wants to run down the hill can do it. And that guy like,
I was hoping you'd say that.
as if you're not allowed to just go run down this hill at any time you fucking want. They needed the green light to go just massacre his own body on that fucking hill.
Dude, did I ever tell you about the time? I think I have told this story about my time rolling down a hill once. Dude,
Continue.
I was like, let's call it 8. My sister was 6, something like that. And we went hiking with my grandfather. And we went to New Hampshire, and we hiked some mountain. I don't know, nothing like major. Like I said, we were young. And he was like, you guys want to roll down the hill a little bit? And it was probably like, let's call it a 2-hour hike up. And he's like, you want to roll down a little bit and then we'll walk? I'm like, yeah, that'd be unbelievable.
Oh, God.
So
He
we're
was
all
like saying it like as a mode of transportation, like.
just like for fun, just a quick little
Okay,
roll.
got it.
And so me and my sister rolled a bit, had a blast, whatever. And then he wanted to try. So he started to roll. But he sliced his hand open on like a glass bottle. So he just started bleeding everywhere. And I told this story because I remember getting to this point and going, I don't know if it's actually what you're supposed to do. But he was like, oh no, you're supposed to drink your blood. So he just started, we walking down the mountain. And he's just like sucking the blood out of his hand, and it's all over his face. We get down to the bottom of the mountain. 8-year-old me, 6-year-old my sister. My grandfather looks like he just ate Pavs on top of the mountain.
That's a scene straight out of Sunny.
Like,
That's like Frank.
Joe, what the fuck is going on, dude? And to this day, if I get a cut, I'm like,
Drink the blood, gotta drink the blood.
I have so much blood in my stomach right now.
Dude.
Maybe he's like the AI guy that just tastes really. Like maybe he's like, this tastes so good.
This
He's
is
like the best tasting guy in the world.
This is unbelievable.
Bro, having just like your face like you're huffing paint, but you're covered in blood like that.
You look like Wilson the volleyball. Like, dude, get a napkin.
Do you think like he goes home and your grandma's like, so how was like the hike? And he's like, oh my God, honey, like the grandkids saw me covered in blood. Like, we're gonna be getting a call from our, from their parents. Like,
he
what
had
the
to get
fuck?
stitches. He got stitches and stuff. We went to the hospital afterwards, but I imagine him going home and his fucking Nana being like, I made a pot roast. He's like, I have a belly full of blood. I'm full for it. I don't know how long. I don't know how long it takes to digest this, but I'm good for a while, I think.
Fucking vampire grandpa. that needs to be. You should make an episode of mascots where that happens or something. Just the noise of
It's like, what is this guy doing?
just slugging your own blood. God damn. What else do we got cooking? It seems like the Toasters world either loved me or hated me.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I think it was mostly positive. My toast appearance, but there was definitely some haters.
What did they hate?
Me.
No, but what did you say?
They one woman keeps harping. It was really like this one girl who kept commenting, but they were saying that I was commenting on Jordon Hudson's looks. But if anything, I said
Hottie.
I said she looks like a Disney villain princess.
You didn't say she was ugly.
Yeah, I said she looks like Ursula when she becomes the hot chick, you know. But I wanted to be like, I'm not critiquing her looks. I'm critiquing her character. I think she's despicable and deplorable. Or like, look at it. Like she's like this 40-year-old man talking about this 20-something-year-old girl's looks. Like, no, I'm talking about her personality.
I heard the craziest thing about Jordon Hudson.
This explains everything.
This explains everything. Friend of a friend who went to college at the same college as her. Lived next door to her. In college, as a college student, she had 3 parrots.
What? Parrots?
Parrots. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
That woman's capable of anything. That woman's capable of anything.
3 parrots as a 19-year-old or whatever the fuck you are.
3 parrots at any point, but yeah,
At any point.
in a
If you
college
have
dorm, like as a young kid.
I assume it was an off-campus apartment, or at least an apartment. Like, you can't have it in a dorm, right? You can't have. So I'm guessing it was her later years at college.
I just picture
Again, this is just hearsay. I don't fucking know if she actually had it, but a friend of a friend said she had 3 parrots at Bridgewater State, and I was like, that's the fucking craziest thing I've ever heard.
That's altogether the most like innocuous rumor and most damning rumor of all time. Says everything.
And that was only 3 years ago, so she hasn't.
I was gonna say.
I feel like it's like 1 parrot. Okay, you want a parrot. Like some people have parrots. 2 parrots, you want a friend for the parrots. 3 parrots, you either are trying to create an army or you want friends to talk to.
Yeah, I think she's talking to parrots and they're just literally parroting each other.
Look, there's only 2 things that are possible here. You're trying to create a bird army, or you're out of your mind.
I can't think of
either like a pretty standard bird army,
give me another use for 3 parrots.
Dude, you're either starting a bird army or you're crazy.
That's fucking great. I mean,
whoa, Jordan, hang on. Is this for a bird army? Oh, okay. Okay, good. I was going to take you to the medical hospital.
I thought I had something to worry about. But if you're just amassing a bird army, we've all been. Who amongst us?
In that case, can I be lieutenant?
I actually feel like bird army's like.
I think having even one. I know what you're saying, but 1 parrot is. I think if you have anything other than a bird or a dog or a cat, you're crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fish, because they're.
But I think fish is a decoration. Yeah. Fish is a living decoration. I will like potentially allow maybe a little turtle in that aquarium because those don't do anything. Once you go into the world of reptiles,
You had iguana?
I had iguana as a kid.
Crazy.
Oh, weird.
And also these things as kids are a little more like I had a lizard as a kid that was a chameleon and like I thought it was cool. I put a bunch of different colored shit in there, watched it change.
Was it a lizard or a chameleon?
I didn't know those were different. So it was like a little thing about this big, but it did change colors. But it was not like a big thing. It was a little one.
Okay.
It almost looked like a gecko, but it could change colors. So whatever the fuck that is. And it got at one point it changed colors, and then it stayed like it was changing colors that it shouldn't have been. So I was like, I think this thing's sick.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was like it's spotted, but there's nothing in here to like spot. So then I just let it go in my backyard. Actually, I did that with a hamster too. I just let a bunch of animals go. I think there was a period of time where my parents were trying to just avoid a dog. You know? And they got me a hamster, and it would bite. It would like nip, and so we let that fucking thing go. And then we had a gecko that I think got sick. Let that fucking thing go. But I you know, if you have snakes, if you have spiders, if you have birds, ferrets, rodents, crazy.
I also feel like parrots. I feel the same way that I do about AI therapy, where it's like you best not say anything about that. Like,
isn't there like a? I feel like there's like a episode of like The Blacklist or something where like the parrot rats on or a movie,
that
right?
would be the last gun of the bullet, written by yours truly.
That's right.
Motherfucker thought it was The Blacklist.
Same award-winning show. That's right. What does he say?
I could have sworn it was James Spader.
He says last gun on the bullet because that's the thing that
it's like his
the
catchphrase.
Main
or
cop. That's his
catchphrase.
catchphrase.
That would be.
That was in the room
of
his mistress. So like he just was in there. Yeah, and then that's the one that he killed.
Damn.
I can't wait for you to get redemption and win the Chicago movie.
Yep.
Movie
every
festival.
Single day.
My iguana was my first pet, and it's.
What'd you name your iguana?
Godzilla. And it's. I remember like.
Would have been better if you named it King Kong. Just to throw people. What? Like, and here's my monkey, Godzilla.
But I remember there were things like your porn star name is your blank and your blank, and I remember being like 14 or whatever age I was when we were doing that stuff, and it was your porn name is your first pet's name,
the street
you grew up on, and my name was Godzilla Highland. And I was like, that's a problem in the porn game. That's a porn name, bro.
That's like Lexington Steel.
Godzilla Highland, someone only the best work with.
Yeah. That's like the one guy who runs the industry. Godzilla Highland.
Oh yeah, that's like one like porn stars are tweeting like, I'd love to work with Godzilla Highland one day. You would. You gotta work your way up to Godzilla Highland.
I think mine was Mine would have been Jax Witherby.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
I don't know if that's a porn name, but it's a pretty cool.
It's a British actor's name.
Yeah. As we step into spring, it's the perfect time to refresh your meal routine with dietitian-approved recipes from Green Chef. Perfect for supporting your wellness journey. Enjoy recipes that feature fresh, organic, seasonal produce and 100% responsibly sourced proteins crafted to help you feel your best. Green Chef makes it easy to spend less time in the kitchen and more time in the spring air with our new Heat and Eat meals. You can enjoy a delicious, wholesome meal in just 3 minutes. Plus, they have 80 different weekly options. So Green Chef makes it easy to pick different meals and different styles that fit your lifestyle. So whether you're into Mediterranean flavors or you're into gluten-free or you have plant-based meals or protein-packed dishes, there is something for everyone, including options for gut and brain health, calorie-smart choices, allergy choices, and more. Being able to cook a meal in 3 minutes when I am like coming back from work, picking up the kids from their activities, dropping one off at basketball, picking one up at dance. I got to get them home, get them fed, get them to bed. 3-minute meal for me, for them. It's about as easy and simple as cooking at home gets. So this spring, make sure you eat delicious with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50KFC. That's 50KFC, and then use code 50KFC to get 50% off your first month, and then 20% off for 2 more additional months with free shipping. So that's greenchef.com/50KFC. Then you use promo code 50KFC. Get 50% off the first month, 20% off the subsequent next 2 months, and you get free shipping on everything. One last time, it's greenchef.com/KFC, 50KFC, promo code 50KFC. Step up your grooming game with the new Stetson Cooling Men's Grooming Collection. If your face ever feels tight and dry after shaving, this is your fix. So it's 3 different products, and it begins with the 2-in-1 face and beard cooling exfoliant wash. So you work on this, you thoroughly cleanse your face, your coarse hair. It softens everything up. This has the Stetson fragrance, right? Then you get into the high-performance formulas that use the advanced cooling, so it feels amazing on your skin, and you have the fragrance, and the full lineup covers you from pre-shave to shave to aftershave. There's the 2-in-1 exfoliant like I have. Then they have the shave oil for a close, smooth shave, and then 2 refreshing choices, 2 options for the aftershave, the moisture splash and the soothing balm. All of it premium formulas, no fuss grooming, and each one is just $7.97. The full collection of all the Stetson products are available at Walmart and Walmart.com online. Get one of them, get 2 of them, get all 3 of them. Make sure that your skin is soft, your beard is fresh, and you smell great thanks to the Stetson scent. So check it out today. Available at Walmart and Walmart online. Get your Stetson products for just $7.97 each. Oh, what do you think of Machine Gun Kelly's new song?
Oh, I haven't listened to it.
Oh, really?
No, yeah.
I fucking love this little ditty bop. It's such a stupid song,
Yeah.
but it's great. It's called Cliche. The whole thing's a cliche.
Yeah.
All the lyrics. He dances in the music video like a boy band. It's like very corny and cheesy, all on purpose.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and of course, anytime he does this, like there's a wave of this guy was battling Eminem. Eminem killed him, and now he does stuff like this. Yeah. And I get that. You come from the rap world. You call yourself Machine Gun Kelly. You've battled. You think you're tough, and then you'll also make a song like this, or a song like Bloody Valentine or whatever. All the songs I like. I think it's cool though. I think he's like versatile. Yeah. I think he gets knocked for like being able to do multiple things.
It's like he's talented as fuck. He's
right. I think it's cool that he can just like. I've seen him, he hasn't really put out like rap songs, but I've seen him freestyle recently and Instagram videos where like he can still rap. He rolls with Travis Barker. He can go on stage with 3 6 Mafia. He can rap. He can sing. He can kind of play instruments, I think, a little bit. Like, I think that's cool. I think I get where people are coming from, especially in the rap world. But I think other people do, if you can do country pop and rap, you're like considered versatile. And with him, it's like, you're not a good rapper, so you have to do these other things. It's like, I think I can just do a little bit of everything. And I think he's just like, he put up a video the other day. There was this one particular person who was really hating on it, and he was just he was making fun of the hate, which I didn't love because I was like, just don't even address it. You know what I mean? But whatever. And he was just saying like, dude, it's a pop song. It's a fucking pop song. Like, you think when you see the video, you'll know it's very clearly kind of making fun of himself, trying to look like a boy band. Yeah. He's doing like choreographed dancing. It's not like he was like, yo, this is fucking I'm like the man. You know what I mean? So he's like, bro, it's a pop song called Cliche. Relax. You know?
He's like he's my new Florida Georgia Line. Like the last day I was a fan of Florida Georgia Line was the first day I saw them. Like I liked the music and I was like, oh, it's these.
You
guys,
don't like him?
Yes, fucking dorks.
I do see where I get that, you know, but I also. I don't know. I guess I like the guy. Like I like his music, so then I
almost
skew.
like he's like an influencer.
Yeah.
He's always just doing something
he
which
put himself
fucking
out there
bothers
so
me.
much.
His black tongue and his stupid fucking
Wait, I
throat
thought that you were a
slit
huge fan.
I love Tickets to My Downfall. I like the music.
Yeah.
I just don't like Machine Gun
I
Kelly.
think is the last like album that I really listened to, and like the first one I had listened to like in years.
Yeah.
Like a full album where it's like I like 8 tracks off of this. That's in any. I guess Taylor is the only other one that has like that many songs that I like.
Morgan Wallen's the same way. If I'm at a bar and a Morgan Wallen song comes on, you might see my hips sway and go, like you might see it being like whatever. And
but when it comes to like
you ask me,
co-signing
do you
him,
like Morgan Wallen? I'd be like,
Yeah.
nah, he's kind of a douchebag.
Yeah.
But like if a song comes on and it's a bop, it's a bop. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And Machine Gun Kelly's kind of like that for me.
Yeah.
you like him?
I think he's. I don't.
I feel like if you like MGK,
No.
I think the bitches are probably going wild for this music video. If you like him.
Yeah.
He's got like a look to him that I could see. If you're an MGK fan, you'd probably be like swooning over it, you know.
People are hating on Benson Boone recently.
Why?
I don't know.
See, by the way, blind hate, love it. I'm all about it. But I was wondering if there's a reason why he does dress in those like disco onesies that I think are weird. Yeah. But like when I see him like do those fucking like karate flips off the stage, I think that's pretty cool.
All I saw was I love the Grammys performance.
Yeah,
that was great. I think the song works better as a song that's being performed than a song listening to. Like I've never gone to put it on, but I loved that performance.
He posted a video because everyone's hating on him, making fun of him, being like, "Why do you guys hate me? Give me specific reasons." So people are going like really specific, and now he's like,
"That's a
pissed.
dangerous game to play because they will give you the answer."
Yo.
He's really mad about it, and it's like you did ask.
That's a
so funny. You got to treat it like a lawyer. Like, do not ask questions you don't already know the answer to.
Yeah.
I think it would be smart for him to lean into it, but not if he actually is upset and insecure and like.
I think
tell
that
me
was
why.
his
You guys
plan.
don't really hate me. Give me one reason.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
your
his,
face,
his
your
plan was
personality. I don't like your mustache. I don't like your voice. I don't like I hate the way that you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, all that.
The reason why I don't like him, I think other people don't like him. I just came up with this where I think he's like, if you put all the trends of the past 7 years
Together,
and
yeah.
like we're gonna make a pop star out of all these.
Feels a little
trends,
manufactured,
and it's
kinda.
just- That's what AI would create. Right?
Yeah,
A guy with a mustache and a mullet kind of dresses like Harry Styles, basic music that's been played for the past 7 years.
That's a good answer.
Here we go.
I like that.
Yeah.
Someone had a really interesting take on it, was that like he dresses all eclectic and whatever, he wears what he's wearing, so you'd think he'd have like his whatever he's putting on this show to be like kind of girly, like this personality, and then you see videos of him in his house and it's like
Normal
stark
dude.
as fuck, like no decorations, and it's like if you're really that personality, you would have shit in your
Unique
house.
in every walk of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get that logic, but also that's not true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially like I don't know if he's a young dude, single dude, whatever it is. It's like I don't know. You walk into Feitelberg's apartment, you'd be like, "This is a fucking detention facility. Like, this is like Guantanamo Bay." Like, you know.
There's just like when we were filming something there, there's just like a patch of like a ponytail patch of hair on like your like right near your door, as if like
Well, people should stop having so much fake hair. Is the issue with that?
no, it's like your real hair.
My hair? Oh, yes, that is my hair. Yes. No, I did do that.
Yeah, there's just like human hair and flesh around.
I
I don't know.
completely
Like,
forgot I did that. Yeah, no,
It's
that's
like
my
where you
hair.
put your keys, like as if you're like, I can't forget my hair.
I totally forgot about that. When were we there? That's around
Frank.
somewhere. I just cut off my hair.
Yeah.
It was that might be my beard. It might be my hair, my
Oh.
beard.
That's gross.
You shouldn't have it.
On the floor. Like, you're talking about like his front door?
It is
that what you're saying?
like no, sorry. It's there's like a little like not nightstand, but where you put your like keys and stuff.
Yeah, like when
at
you
the
walk in the door and you kind of drop stuff.
It's just like
And there's a
very
clump of
intentional
hair
stuff is
there?
there. Like
I totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
I think I put.
I would
my
hope. I would hope that you're not like, there's my hair pile. I'm gonna leave it there.
what?
I'm not gonna. This is gonna be like a parrot thing. Like I'm not gonna make this any better. Yeah. But I
This
do
is like
have
the
an
banana.
explanation.
Yeah, no, I put the banana back there for 3 months. Yeah. So
Yeah, this explanation will answer no question. I forget if it was my real hair or my beard, but I was just like bored. And I put it in a ponytail, and I was like, that was funny. And then I was like, it'd be funny to cut it off. And I cut it off. And then I kind of just
That's got to be your beard. That would fuck your hair up.
No, because it's like
it's hair. It's more hairy.
It's hair.
Yeah.
You would do that to your hair?
I forget why I did that.
Just having like you had like paper scissors, like.
Yeah, I definitely don't have hair cutting scissors, so
Right.
it's probably just like regular scissors. And then I just thought it was funny, I guess, and I just left it there, and it's just kind of moved to different places in my apartment now. I don't know. You can, if you see next time anyone sees it, you can throw it away. I'm not keeping it.
So it's like still wrapped up in a little.
It's in like
hair
the
tie?
It's in a
hair
hair
tie.
tie.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
It's crazy that your first response was, well, people have to stop leaving their fake hair. And like, you obviously have other fake hair.
When you said like this little ponytail, I was picturing like this long trail of hair that like was clearly
But like,
a woman's
why
fake
would
hair.
that be
Yeah,
fucking
did you
just
have
sitting around?
that-
Well, women come in my apartment sometimes and they have
just-
fake hair all the time.
It's like take off your jacket, take off your hair, and throw it on the fucking table. Crazy town.
I don't know what you chicks do with your goddamn hair.
I do know that you just throw it on the fucking wall of the shower. That's one of the crazier things.
Oh my
you all
God,
do.
that's actually so crazy because I remember when I was a listener, you had said at one point, being like, what the fuck is up with chicks putting like hair on
It's gross.
the whatever. But I had like, my friends and I, like we all shared like a bathroom and we kept clogging like the shower with our hair. So then I was
No,
like,
I
it
thought you
just
were
had
taking dumps in it.
What?
It was the hair.
So then, but it had never occurred. I was like, oh, are girls like putting it on the shower wall? So since I heard that, I've started putting it on the shower wall because of you.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks
mind.
like
I get the idea of not wanting to clog your shower, but then you got to take it off the fucking wall.
yeah. It looks like the furry
Then I
wall,
was-
like in Get Into the Greek.
Yeah.
You're like, why is this wall covered in hair?
It's one of those things that's like, I call it the makeup brush effect, where it's like, every single like time when I'm putting on my makeup, I'm like, fuck, I need to clean my makeup brushes. But then when I'm not putting on my makeup, I don't think
I'm
about
like,
cleaning.
that's disgusting. Why would I touch that?
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not thinking about cleaning my makeup brushes. Hair on the wall is the same thing. Like, oh fuck, after the shower, I have to get it like.
I
off the
get
wall.
that. I do that with empty like shampoo or conditioner bottles. I'm like, I
Yeah.
gotta remember when I get out. I gotta remember to bring this to the trash, and then like it'll be sitting in there for 3 weeks, and to the point where I'll just throw it out of the shower.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'll see it on the floor, then I'll pick it up,
Yeah.
and then there'll be a pile of fucking shampoo bottles in the corner.
You goddamn animal. Like I'm much better, but whatever. Oh yeah. I mean, I've said this before, and I just feel like it's getting worse and worse and worse. Like, I think I had to stop watching sports.
Okay.
Like,
But-
it's bad. It's like last night watching the Knicks. Like, I've been like going through shit as is and like fighting, just like dealing with shit, and like got to a good spot, and then like the Knicks ruined it, and like I spiraled out of control by like everything in my life, and I was like, this fucking basketball game like ruined my night. I'm like having real life issues now because of sports. I think I'm too old. Like, sports is just a young man's game where if you don't have any other problems in your life, that the Knicks losing is the big problem of the moment, but it's okay. I have all these other problems that are just like right underneath the surface, and I'm keeping everything at bay, and then the Knicks shit the bed, and my whole life erupts. It sounds crazy, and it's childish, and all that, but I'm like, I think I'm too old and have too many adult problems to be a sports fan.
Okay, can I ask you a question now?
No.
One time, many years ago, we talked about our separate sports fandoms, and I argued that mine was actually worse.
Yeah. I know where you're going with this.
Do you have a different opinion on that? Is it worse now? Like, are you like, fuck, I wish
It
that
might
I didn't
be.
get excited this
I would
year.
have to
I wish I like didn't fully buy in. I wish.
It's more that I just don't want. I guess so. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying more. Like, but it depends. Like, if you're going to be a sports fan every year and be invested in it, having my misery is still just the worst thing in the world.
I get it, and like
So-
you understand that there's an option of not doing it. It's just you can't have it. So like I have to be invested every year.
Yeah.
And like it sucks not even seeing effort from them.
Yeah.
Whereas this, like, you saw the effort. They really try.
You know what it
And-
is? It's like I'm old enough. Like, and the Knicks specifically, I was a really diehard fan of the Knicks, 90s, 2000s, and then I they got so bad and don't ruin everything that I kind of like regressed. So now I am more of a casual fan.
Yeah.
And I'm almost mad at myself for letting myself get like the Mets is just like a part of me, and is going to be what's going to be. But I'm like, why did I let myself get roped back in on this Knicks thing? It's now because it's just extra. Because I also, going back to a couple episodes ago, I do not think the Knicks are going to win. I do not think the Mets are going to win. I really don't in my heart. So it's not like I'm like, this is it, and I get my hopes up. I'm like, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
And it always comes. And it's like, why do I do this?
I cried the other day because my dad made me a hockey fan because of the Hurricanes. I was sobbing on the phone. I was like, why'd you do this? And that happens every year,
I had
twice.
those thoughts.
Like Duke, I sobbed. I was like, Dad, why'd you do this?
I do have those thoughts with my kids. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to put this on them.
Don't do it.
I mean, but you know, I was sitting there going, why do I do this? Like, why do I do this? But then I remember, like, you know, 2 nights earlier, I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But like anything else in the world, whether it's internet comments or you know anything, the bad outweighs the good for me.
Yeah.
The good is always like fleeting, and the bad is like it's going to just.
Well, it always ends bad. The season.
Yeah. It always
Everything
ends
ends
is
bad.
going to end bad.
Everything ends bad. Nothing ends
That's
pretty.
not true.
No,
Yeah, nothing
I don't
ends
think
pretty.
so.
You had like a 10-year run where everything ended well in sports.
But then think about Belichick.
Think how it ended.
Yeah, but after
It's gonna end bad.
I know, but after if it's one bad ending after 10 years of excellence, it's a lot different.
I meant
Yeah,
the
of
season
course
ends
it is.
bad.
But you just
But it will
nothing
end
is
bad.
ever gonna end
Yeah.
pretty.
Eventually,
You're gonna shit your pants when you die. Like
eventually, your heroes will start dating a chick who had 3 parents. You didn't see that one coming.
You think it couldn't happen to you? It's gonna happen to you. It's gonna happen to you.
When I was on the toast, I was trying to explain to Jackie, the host, like, I couldn't even come up with an analogy or something. I was like, you don't get how insane this Belichick thing is. Like, I would have predicted anything else in the world would have happened before this.
Right.
I would have told you that a meteor hit and, like, the planet is gone before Bill Belichick is doing this.
It's been so like it would have been crazy. But Tom Brady's gonna go to the Bucks. It ends bad.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
all
way
ends bad.
And then after it ends bad, they'll come back to Gillette and it'll be nice. But
I mean, when there's nothing good, there's nothing good for me. You know? Nothing good. So I don't know. I mean,
okay, I got something for you. Do this.
Are you putting your thumb in your nose?
No, like
You're just
grabbing
pinching
right
your-
here.
Okay.
You feel that?
Uh-huh.
It's really nice and relaxing, isn't it? You just kind of rub it around a little bit.
I don't know. I don't get
Think
what's going on.
think about how good it feels.
I don't agree with this, but I'll do it.
You're
Is
grabbing
there
the sides of your nose?
is there some sort
Is there gonna be some scientific backing, or you just
No.
No, we're just doing
Why
this.
You just made it.
do it?
I had a clogged
I'm
nose.
not
Now it's
gonna
not
do it, no.
clogged.
Yeah, it feels good. I don't know about science backing. I just saw someone doing it, and they were like, "No, this is good for like relaxing."
I mean, if you don't do this, we're gonna sit here until you do it.
Do you feel it?
No.
See, you're not open to it. That's it.